Hey everyone, I watched the next episode of Lightspeed Rescue a while ago. Crap, what was the name of it? Strength of the Sun. That was it. It starts off. We got a lot of really cool a lot of really cool moments in this episode. It starts off at the bad guy's base, or does it? Now I can't remember where it starts. If it starts at the Aqua base or the bad guys. Oh, well, we'll start with the bad guys. Let's see. Diabolico's talking to Banshira. Banshira is threatening to take away his star power again. If he fails to destroy the Rangers one more time, it goes to Impus. Impus. And then we get let's see, Banshira leaves. Diabolico goes over to Impus and contemplates killing him. Really, Impus is like a baby in the context of the show, and yeah, Diabolico was planning on killing him. And he probably would if Jinxer hadn't come in and been like, "Hey, Diabolico, what are you doing?" "I've just been adoring little Impus as he sleeps so vulnerable." I love Diabolico's voice. He has a great voice. Anyway, let's see. Falcar and Thunderon, those are the two other monsters. They're still alive. He's gonna send them down to attack the Rangers again. Alright. So anyway, oh yeah, back at the Aqua Base, Dr. Fairweather has made a new Zord, the Max Solar Zord. It's designed to work with the Titanium Ranger powers, but since Ryan can't morph right now due to the cursed Cobra tattoo, yeah, there's no Titanium Ranger, so they can't use the Zord. So let's see, the Rangers go down to fight Falcar and Thunderon, and one of the things I really thought was cool in this episode was how well they spliced together the American and Japanese footage. There's so many scenes where it cuts back and forth. Uh, I can't remember much about the Japanese version because I haven't watched it in a year or two, I think. I don't even remember last time I watched Go-Go 5. Anyway, it's really interesting how they cut around everything throughout the whole episode. Actually, they do a really great job of like cutting around everything and adding in new scenes where they need new scenes. Let's see. Oh, and let's see. The Rangers split up Falcar and Thunderon, and they're able to actually take out Thunderon. And Falcar is upset by this, and I always think that's really interesting when like the villains have like feelings for each other. They have like a sense of camaraderie with each other. Falcar is watching. Oh no, poor Thunderon. And then it's kind of funny later on. Let's see. Diabolico shows up in person to make Thunderon grow, which is weird. Why does he show up in person? Who knows? Anyway, while Thunderon's fighting with the Megazord and winning, Falcar's watching and he's like, he's gonna destroy the Rangers and I'll take the credit. He says right in front of Diabolico, and I don't know. Did he. Like, he knew Diabolico was there, didn't he? Diabolico's not that far away from him. Hmm. Also, like, how would he take credit for Thunderon destroying the Rangers? Him and Diabolico were. They're right there watching. Uh. Oh. Like, and also, like, what about Thunderon? He can talk. He's smart, kind of, probably. I don't know. But yeah, couldn't he say, I'm the one who destroyed the Rangers. You watched me do it. See? I just did it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the logic was there, but anyway, Diabolico's not happy to hear Falcar talking like that. And he chucks a card, and it goes right into his back and sticks there. Ouch. I remember being a kid and seeing that and just thinking, ow. You don't usually see stuff like that, like, on Power Rangers. Like, you see, like, the punches, you see sparks fly, the Zords, you might see an arm get ripped off the Zord, or robots, or... Like, you don't see a lot of, like, serious wounds in Power Rangers. Like, the most, I think, is you might have a bandage on your face or something. But, you know, that card must have been pretty sharp to just stick right in his back. I'm wondering how that got past the censors. It was funny, on the Ranger Wiki, it even says in the notes, it's very excessive for a kid's show. Not just a kid, like, kid shows, they can be violent. It just depends on the kids show you're looking at. Anyway, back to Lightspeed. The Rangers are losing to Thunderon, and the back at the Aqua Base, Captain Mitchell, Fairweather, Ryan, they're all watching. Oh, just a minute. I think there's a... Oh, okay. Thought that was a bug. It's getting towards the end of summer, so there's some bugs trying to get inside the house now really bad. At the beginning and end of summer, that's when it gets... Anyway, back to Lightspeed. Ryan he can't stand sitting there watching the Rangers get beaten, so he decides to risk it. He morphs, he takes a Solar Zord, he kicks Thunderon's butt, he kicks Falcar's butt, and, yeah. But he's knocked out by the Cobra Tattoo. The Rangers take him back to the Aqua Base, and, oh, and there's a really cool thing when he first goes and Captain Mitchell and Fairweather see him on the view screen. Mitchell has this really great expression on his face. Like, I was trying to think of how to describe it, and it's like a mix of frustration and pride is the best way I could think of to describe how he feels about Ryan going off, like disobeying his orders, but doing it for a noble reason. So, anyway, when he's back, Ryan is afraid that Mitchell will be mad at him, but it turns out he's proud of him and tells him, I would have done the same thing in your place. It's a nice moment. And then we get a cool scene where Dr. Fairweather comes over to examine him. She tells him to turn over. He doesn't have a shirt on, and Mitchell sees that the Cobra Tattoo has moved up his body. I remember being a kid, that was someone yelling in the next room. It was such a creepy image, the tattoo actually moving, and we don't actually see it move, we just see it stationary each time. We see it at the bottom of his back, and now it's towards the middle of his back going up. It's a really cool image. I don't really know what else to say about it. There's the plot synopsis and some little thoughts I had here and there about it. If Falcar and Thunderon, are they still alive? Or did they both get blown up? I don't remember. They do come back in the next episode, I know. Along with Demon Knight, so that's really cool. I love that of all the monsters, we get to see these guys a lot, because I really like these guys. I've heard some people call them the Troika, which I think is what they called themselves when they fused together in the next episode. Is that what they're called at the beginning? Because Diabolico never calls them the Troika. But I guess that's a good name for them, especially since they don't even say their names at all in the first couple. Oh, that's something. There's a part in the episode where Captain Mitchell mispronounces their names. He says Falcor and Thunderor or something, and they noted this on the Ranger Wiki also. I don't know why they did that. It's a really strange thing. Why, how did their names get so mispronounced? Falcar, Falcor, that's not too far off, but Thunderon and Thunderor, I don't know, maybe it was, maybe he slurred his words, or... The other thing I was thinking was maybe it was a scene shot for an earlier episode with an earlier unfinished script or something? Maybe? Who knows? Or maybe they just didn't care enough. That became a tradition, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, can't really think of too much else to say about the episode. It was a good one. I really liked it. Oh, there was a thing I wrote in my post on DeviantArt about... when I wrote the post a few days ago and I saw the episode, it was when we got episode plot synopsises leaked for Dino Fury. I won't give any spoilers, but I'll just say that I wasn't really that impressed with them, and now I've seen more detailed episode descriptions. I'm a little more happy with it, but I don't know. It's just at this point in Power Rangers, when I'm watching Lightspeed, Power Rangers had evolved to a point where they didn't have the moral messages anymore. And even back in Mighty Morphin, we didn't have the type of ones that they do now, where it's, the whole episode just kind of breaks away to have a ranger learn something, don't be overconfident, don't do this, or do this, and... I don't know, I hate those kind of episodes, and I really wish it could go back to, I don't know, if they want to do that, do it more like what the good Mighty Morphin episodes did. Then again, they want to keep around, the goofy comedic relief, which I really don't like. And actually, as a kid, I was happy when they stopped doing the comic relief so much, because, when I was a really little kid, I didn't like Bulk and Skull that much. I liked some of their episodes, but for the most part, I didn't like them. I wanted to get back to the Power Rangers, and the monsters, and the Zords. As an adult, I went back, and I kind of appreciated Bulk and Skull some more, but, as a kid, they weren't what appealed to me. It was the superheroes, it was the robots, it was the monsters. And I think that's kind of what they're missing now, but I don't know. What do I know? Maybe it's popular with kids. I haven't talked to, like, actual kids about the show since 2010, unless you count my nephew. He's really super into Power Rangers right now. I don't know if he's seen Dino Fury. I think he's skipping around, seeing other ones. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Um, Lightspeed. I like the season. I like this episode. The next one is going to be really cool, too. We have the Cobra monster there. That's really cool. I have a lot to say about that thing. I have a lot to say about some episodes coming up in the future. They'll be, I don't know, maybe I'll have more to talk about then, more than just a synopsis. Anyway, see ya.